give me your choice for one tartan to rule them all, as in versatility to dress up or down, from casual day wear up to wedding guest and beyond.
Okay, one tartan, and we'll bring Allie in for this as well.
One tartan to rule
One
them
tartan
all.
for all time.
One tartan to find them.
That's how do you pick your favorite kid?
I know.
I've designed a bunch of tartans, and I like a lot of the ones I've designed. So,
Yeah.
oof, it's going to be tough.
This is a tricky question, and like a couple questions we've done today, there's no clear 100% correct answer. I think a lot of people would come to a different conclusion here.
Yeah. Okay, Allie, what is your one and only?
It's going to be Appalachian folklore. Absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry, Rocky. Or not sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Appalachian folklore.
You're allowed to like tartans that I didn't design. It's okay.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not going to pay you anymore, but you're allowed.
Appalachian folklore. I do own Appalachian folklore kilt, and I've found that its colors aren't terribly limited, but they are somewhat like it's not Buchanan or Anderson where you've got just crazy amounts of color. It is finite, and I found that I can wear so many colors with Appalachian folklore. One of which that surprised me was pink. Looks great with pink. So that gives you a lot
I don't know if I
of.
agree with that.
Huh?
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, you don't have to, because you're not wearing pink with it. So to me, that gives you the versatility as far as casual wear. And also, it does have some nice, rich colors in it, including black, a little bit of blue, browns. I think it works really well formally. If you want something with good, rich color to stand out in a formal occasion, that's the one. And it's not too much. Yeah.
Okay.
That's my final words on the matter.
Okay.
The final word, Rocky. I don't even know if we should bother to answer. I like that answer, and I consider that answer as well, because I've worn mine pretty casually with just like a rugby shirt or whatever, grandfather shirt, on up to with a tweed jacket and vest to a wedding. I don't know that I'd wear my specific Appalachian folklore kilt with a Prince Charlie for black tie, but that's mostly because it has brown leather straps on it, and I don't think I want brown leather straps. There's no reason you couldn't put black straps on it, so that's a weird limitation I'm putting, especially if we're trying to think of one tartan to rule them all for everybody. I think my actual answer here, I think most people's answer is probably going to be their clan tartan, right? A lot of people are going to go that way.
If you didn't mention it, I was about to.
I think my actual answer is kilts and culture. In the way that she described Appalachian folklore being very versatile, I think kilts and culture has proven that too. There's times where people have talked about wearing a particular color with that one. I'm like, that's nuts. That will not work. And it always does. I don't know. Like somebody said, oh, pink would look great with kilts and culture. I'm like, I think you're nuts. But then I've seen people do it and it works. I've even bought a pink shirt and worn a pink shirt with it. Not my first choice of color to wear with it, but I think you can wear black, you can wear pink, you can wear red, especially maroons I like to wear with it. You could wear a mustardy gold, you could wear brown. There's so many colors you can wear with it. And as long as you put black straps on it, you can dress it down, dress it up. That's probably true of a lot of weathered tartans, but I think particularly that one, especially because of the very brilliant stroke of the designer of using non-traditional red and yellow with otherwise weathered palette. Those are not a traditional red or yellow for weathered tartans, but it's mostly a weathered tartan, but
The
with some
yellow is, the
bolder-
red's a little darker. Yeah.
The red is noticeably different than
Yeah.
the salmony, not quite pinkish color that you find in typical weathered palette.
Agreed. You stole my answer, so I'm going to pivot. So I think most people are going to pick their clan tartan, 100%. And rightfully so. You pick the tartan that means the most to you. And for most people, the connection that they have with tartan is a familial connection. So that 100% makes sense. For me, I'm looking at it through a lens of the question itself of, so from casual to formal for any occasion, what one specific tartan. Modern and ancient. Modern tartans to me feel a little dressier, so I probably wouldn't do a mod. If I'm going to do a clan tartan, I wouldn't do a modern necessarily. If ancient feels a little bit more, it could go both directions. Muted, similar kind of thing. Weathered feels the most casual of them, but you could still dress it up. How you accessorize your outfit has more to do with the level of formality than the tartan color palette itself. I wear tartans much more casually, many more times casually than I would for formal, so I would probably, like you, lean towards a weathered type color palette. I will pick I was going to pick Kilts and Culture because it's one I designed and I really like it. And it has a yellow stripe, it has a white stripe, it has a red stripe, and it has the other brown and grays as well, and some black. The thing that I like about that one versus something like Back to Nature. I think Back to Nature would be a great one, but I don't feel it has the depth of or the contrast that I would want because there's no black in it. I would want more contrast for dressier kind of formal. It just feels like it needs more contrast. So for me, I would pick the Stuart Old Weathered that we did a custom run in. That one, again, it's a clan tartan that I am affiliated with through my wife. It is a non-traditional Stuart tartan, so I like that fewer people have it. And it's a wider set, it's a simpler set, so it speaks to me more. And you could wear it for both casual as well as formal, especially in the weathered color palette. So mine would be Stuart Old Weathered is the one that I would wear.
Okay. Related topic. I think you and I are both wearing tartans that aren't overly suitable for very formal things. Which one do you think is more unsuitable?
Yours.
I think I agree.
Yeah. It's the
Like if you were to wear that to an event that was dressy, especially if it's stuffy people who do dress up things all the time, like trying to celebrate the blue collar might be not wrong, but weird.
No, it would also potentially be a subtle thumbing your nose.
Yeah, and I like that about it.
I do as well. I like the insults that no one knows is an actual insult. I'm going to go a little bit weird here. I would wear, if I had to wear the blue collar tartan to a formal event, I would wear the PV version with black and blue versus the marbled gray. Yeah,
but I do think the tartan tweed is. I definitely feel it for casual much more than I feel it for formal.
Yeah, I think the marled yarns and tweed tartans, it really lends itself much more towards casual only, or smart day wear to casual, less formal specifically.
Tend to agree.
But then again, how many formal events do you do? Like if I do one a year, it's a good year. So I'm a little less concerned about the formal. But if it's Desert Island, one tartan only, Stuart Old Weathered.
And then you've got your tartan for your formal night on the deserted island.
Exactly. Well, I was dropped off of my cruise ship, so it's fine.
Fair enough.
Very good. All right. And let's make that the question of the day. All right. Boys and girls, what desert island, one tartan only, are you picking for casual all the way to formal? The name of the tartan and whether it's if it's a clan tartan, if it's modern, ancient, muted, or weathered, put that in the comments. We'll start cataloging a few of them. At the end of the show, we'll go back to that. We're going to ask what people are saying, but that's going to be the question of the day.
One eternity later.
So, what were some of the questions from, or the responses from the lovely people in the audience?
Okay, so we've got an Anderson Ancient, Black Watch, Douglas Blue Modern, McNaughton Ancient.
I like Black Watch as an answer for it's very versatile in a lot of different ways. Continue.
So we got a lot of clan tartans. So naturally,
that makes sense.
Montgomery Modern, Appalachian Folklore, not a clan tartan, but it should be.
Kinfolk clan tartan.
McLaren Weathered, Gordon Red Weathered, which I love, by the way.
So
Thank
weathers.
you.
So give me a general sense. Are people looking for more weathers, more moderns? What's the general?
I'd say we probably got more weathered and ancients.
Okay.
Yeah, or just like the standard clan name. So unknown.
Okay. Yeah.
Few unknowns.
I tend to, as a blankety kind of temperature taking of the audience here, I tend to kind of agree with that. I think that the weathered or ancient would lend themselves to being more versatile for both casual vibe outfits as well as formal vibe outfits. So
yeah.
Interesting.
I could go hard in a very different direction. I'm almost surprised you didn't say this when we were addressing the question earlier. I think American Dream would work pretty well for this because it's bright and flashy in a way that looks great with a formal outfit. But most of the outfits people are putting together with it are casual, and as long as you've paired the right colors and you've got the right outfit elements, I think it looks great casual too. I mean, it's hard to say that there's that many tartans that look terrible one way but look great another way.
The only reason the reason I didn't say American Heritage and I stuck to like Scott Scott or old Stuart Old Weathered, and you had like the Kilts and Culture tartan, is because there's more colors in it. If you think about American Dream, there's 3 shades of red and 3 shades of blue, but it's really red and blue, and then a little white and a little yellow. Versus
The question
more,
wasn't about the versatility of how many casual outfits you can put together, though.
Understood. So, indeed. So, those are our answers. Those were your answers. I'd still love to hear more answers. Put your answer down below for the question of the day. What tartan would you wear if you could only wear one tartan ever, and why?